and welcome to another segment of Motivational Mondays with Donna. I pray that everyone is doing well, and if you have any challenges, just remember to let go and let God. God is ordering your steps, and that He is going to handle every situation that arises. This week, I'd like to talk about the topic of be still. And in essence, that means be patient. And I know for a lot of us, me included, sometimes we just don't have that patience. We want everything instantly, and if we don't get it, we're not happy. Well, we have to realize that God does not work off of our timetable, He works off of His own. And He will set everything straight for you, but we just have to be still. Now, in the Bible, in Psalms chapter 40, verse 1, it says, I waited patiently for the Lord, and He inclined unto me and heard my cries. Then over in Psalms 46, it clearly states, be still and know that I am God. So if God is saying this to us 6 chapters apart from each other, which is in the Bible a lot more, but 6 chapters apart, we have to know that He really wants us to be still. And it's important that we actually start to cultivate that attitude of being still and being patient. Because if we're just going to grumble and complain all the time and try to work things out in our own effort, we're just going to delay things longer and longer. Now, there are several people in the Bible that actually had learned this lesson about being still. And one of them was Jesus' mother, Mary. And I want to read to you what's listed in the Bible. It's in Luke chapter 1, verses 31 through 33. It says that, and behold, thou shalt conceive in thy womb and bring forth a son, and shall call his name Jesus. He shall be great, and shall be called the Son of the Highest. And the Lord God shall give unto him the throne of his father David, and he shall reign over the house of Jacob forever, and of his kingdom there shall be no end. Well, Mary waited 30 years and was still for 30 years to be able to become impregnated and to give birth to Jesus. Most of us cannot wait 30 minutes. So think about that. This is a great example. Although there are a lot more examples in the Bible. I mean, Abraham and Sarah waited, for a while, 20 years, to be able to get their son Isaac that God promised them. Joseph waited 13 years to be able to live out the dream of being a high ranking official that God had given him that dream when he was a little boy. I mean, there's countless people in the Bible that had to just be still. And so you want to look at these examples. And, nothing happens overnight. They say that for something to become a habit, you have to practice it for like 30 days in a row. This, I'm sure, is probably going to take even longer. Even Jesus is still waiting to come back to earth. When God says, well, okay, this is it, then that's when He's going to come back. But we all have to wait. Jesus had to wait in His ministry before He was actually able to step into all the miracles that He was able to do. So we have to learn how to cultivate that attitude of being still, because it's actually going to bless our lives in a magnanimous way. But we have to work on that. And the sooner we do it, the faster we'll come into that abundance that God has for us. Now, we always end our segments on gratitude. And this is not even somebody that I need to be able to even introduce. But the 35th President of the United States, John F. Kennedy. He was an American politician, obviously, and he was referred to by the initials of JFK. And he became president in 1961 until his assassination at the end of his third year in office. And he listed gratitude in a quote so beautifully. As we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them. Remember that you are a beacon of light to other people. They're watching you to see how you are in the things that you do before they decide to get on board and give their lives to Christ. So it's important that you, as a Christian, as a believer, that you're reflecting yourself in a way that's honoring God. So don't just utter the words, don't just have bumper stickers on your cars. Live by what you're reading, what you're saying, and what the word says. So keep with your gratitude. And remember, be still. God's got it all worked out. Have a great week, guys. Talk to you next week.